Today, the former Home Minister of Maharashtra spends his first night in custody after his arrest in Vasuli Gate. The Enforcement Directorate managed to get a 4-day custody of the top NCP leader after the former top cop Parambir Singh made a 100 crore Vasuli charge. Now, he's alleged that cut money culture is rampant in the Aghadi Sarkar.
कमीशन नहीं भाजी बनता हुण कमीशन इदां ना ਟੈਲਾਂ ਵਾਲੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆ ਨਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਉਹ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਆ
ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹਦਾ ਕੀ ਮਤਲਬ
ਉਹਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਇਹ ਆ ਵੀ ਟੈਲਾਂ ਵੀ ਇਧਰੋਂ ਆਉਂਦੀਆਂ ਚੌਧਰੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਵੱਲੋਂ
ਅੱਛਾ ਚੌਧਰੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਆਉਂਦੀਆਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਗਲੀਆਂ ਨਾਲੀਆਂ ਚੋਂ ਬਣੀਆਂ ਜਾਂ ਹੋਰ ਬਣੀਆਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਟੈਲਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਹੁਣ ਆਉਂਦੀਆਂ ਚੌਧਰੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਵਾਲੇ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਬਡਾਲੇ ਤੋਂ ਆਉਂਦੀਆਂ
ਚੌਧਰੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜਿੱਥੋਂ ਵੀ ਸਟਾਉਣ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਮੋਰੀ ਵਾਲਾ ਪੈਸਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਜੀ
ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹ ਕਾਤੇ
ਉਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਜੀ ਬਸ
ਨਹੀਂ ਵਜ੍ਹਾ ਹੁਣ ਕੀ ਪਤਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਵਜ੍ਹਾ ਤਾਂ ਹੋਊਗੀ ਕੋਈ
ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਤੱਕ ਉਹ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੋਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਰੋਗ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਵੀ ਟੈਲਾਂ ਸਾਡੀਆਂ ਆਉਣੀਆਂ
ਨਹੀਂ
ਕਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਟੈਲਾਂ ਵੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਲਾਈਟਾਂ ਵੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਆਰਓ ਸਿਸਟਮ ਵੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਹੀ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਡੇ ਹੱਥ ਖੜੇ ਹੀ ਆ ਜੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਬਲਾਕ ਦੇ
ਨਹੀਂ ਬਲਾਕ ਦੇ ਤਾਂ ਭਾਜੀ ਖੜੇ ਆ ਆਪਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਸਰਪੰਚ ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਰਿਹਾ ਤੂੰ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਰਹੇ ਹੀ ਆ
ਬਿਲਕੁਲ
ਗੱਲ ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਆ ਵੀ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵੀ ਟੈਲਾਂ ਆਉਂਦੀਆਂ ਆ ਟੈਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਜੋ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਆ
What has happened in my constituency in Flor is really very damaging, which has given a major dent to my party. So I have written a letter to Honorable Congress former President Rahul Gandhi ji. But I will say if the Honorable respected MP is clean and innocent, he should come out in the public and ask for an independent probe so that the picture should come out clean.
So this is just an instance from Punjab that shows how widespread this cut money or Vasuli culture is prevalent in the party. That allegation coming against a member of parliament of the Congress party. And Times Now has confronted the Congress MP who allegedly takes a cut for sanctioning development work. This MP evaded our questions before alleging that the tape is doctored.
Sir, एक line version we just need one. Only that version. नहीं sir. हाँ. नहीं sir. नहीं sir. I just want. I will not ask you cross question.
It's medically imported. Somebody is behind it. It's septic. That's all.
I will not ask you. Only this version. Only on this version.
You can't force me.
So only one line.
You can't force me.
But do you think that
Please,
it is doctored?
Please.
It's doctored, sir.
It's doctored. It's politically motivated.
Okay. You feel it's doctored and politically motivated.
Politically.
And Times Now has confronted the two Congress leaders caught on the audio tape discussing Vasuli by the Congress MP. One of them admits to the authenticity of the recording while the other made a lame excuse.
एक आपकी ऑडियो भी वायरल हुई है जिसमें आप कह रहे हो कि हमें ऊपर जो एमपी साहब हैं चौधरी साहब उनको हमें देनी पड़ती है।
सर मैंने उनका स्पष्टीकरण पहले बहुत सारे पत्रकार आए थे उनको दिया कि मैं पिछले थोड़े समय से बीमार चल रहा हूँ बीमार चल रहा हूँ जिसकी वजह से मेरी दवाई मेडिसिन मेरे ख्याल तेज़ होने के नाते मेरी याददाश्त थोड़ी ऐसे बोला गया ऐसी कोई बात नहीं काम बहुत अच्छा चल रहा है कोई
तो
किसी को
होता है जो ऊपर
कोई कमीशन की ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है।
ਕਿਵੇਂ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਸਿਸਟਮ ਕਿਆ
ਸਿਸਟਮ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਫਲੋਰ ਹਲਕਾ ਹੈ ਜੀ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਜਾਵੇ ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਮਾੜਾ ਹਾਲ ਵਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਤਾਂ ਕਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਹਰ ਪਿੰਡਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਪੰਚਾਇਤਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਲਿਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇੰਟਰਲੌਕ ਵੀ ਆ ਲਾਈਟਾਂ ਵੀ ਆ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪੈਸਾ ਆ ਇਹ ਚੌਧਰੀ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਲਈ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਜੀ ਤੇ ਬਾਕੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਮੈਨਿੰਗ ਦਾ ਕੰਮ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਰੇਤੇ ਦਾ ਚੱਲਿਆ ਮੈਂ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕਦੇ ਚੱਲਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣਾ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਚੌਧਰੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਰੇਤਾ ਵੇਚਿਆ ਜੀ ਫਲੋਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ।
ये किਵੇਂ कांग्रेस कैसे इसको चला रही है?
ਕਾਂਗਰਸ ਚਲਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਜੀ ਕੈਪਟਨ ਅਮਰਿੰਦਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਚੰਨੀ ਹੋਣੀ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਕਰਪਸ਼ਨ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਘਟਾਵਾਂਗੇ ਪਰ ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਉਦੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਵੀ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੀ ਆ ਜੀ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ ਚੰਨੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਉਠਾਈ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਚੰਨੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਹੀ ਹੁਣ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਚੌਧਰੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਜੱਫੀਆਂ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ।
And this brings me to my legitimate question that we're asking this evening. Is it an alliance for Vasuli only, quote unquote?
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 2 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Let's take this across to our guest. Joining us live with us is Advocate Aarti Sathe, spokesperson of the BJP. Praful Ketkar is editor of The Organizer. Also joining us on the broadcast are Sanjay Hegde, senior advocate, as well as Chandrasekhar Jha of the Shiv Sena. But I first and foremost want to take this across to Tehseen Poonawalla. Tehseen Poonawalla, it's on the day that Mr. Anil Deshmukh has been given to the custody of the Enforcement Directorate for 4 days, if I'm not mistaken, until the 5th of this month. We have this tape coming out of Punjab, where the Congress is a ruling party, and also an allegation against a sitting MP of the Congress party. All of this happening in the backdrop of allegations in Telangana and in Karnataka of a similar cut money or commission or vasuli culture, whatever one chooses to call it. The question is that with repeated such incidents coming in and a complaint going into the party's leader, former President Rahul Gandhi, what action can we expect?
So I was told this debate is on Anil Bhai. This particular video, it's just come out, so congratulations, but I don't believe this video is authentic unless you're absolutely guaranteeing that tape and you're taking absolute complete responsibility for that tape, that it's not doctored. So, let me just speak on Anil Bhai, because that was what Kanupriya told me the debate was on quickly, and I'll just find out on this. As so far as Anil Bhai is concerned, all allegations on him are baseless, and I will explain why. These allegations on Anil Bhai have been put by Paramveer Singh, the ex-commissioner of police. He put these allegations when Anil Bhai kicked him out as commissioner of police. Now, after he kicked him out and he was an accused, he made these allegations. His allegations are that Anil Bhai asked for 100 crore rupees. But no restaurant owner, lounge owner, pub owner, nightclub owner, bar owner has come and said that money has been taken from us. These are hearsay allegations by Paramveer Singh. Which, coming to where is Paramveer Singh? He told the Maharashtra government that he's going to Haryana, BJP ruled state, his village to rest. Since then, he's disappeared. He comes under the IPS, which is under the central cadre. He's escaped from out of the country, which means airports, ports, railway stations, or anything. Even the state of Haryana is under the BJP.
Tehseen, let me just ask you a couple of things. All right, you want to debate Anil Deshmukh? I will ask you a few questions of that emerged from the remand note. And this is what the ED is saying. 1 second, just answer, since this is a subject that you specifically want to talk about. I'm asking you specific questions that have been mentioned over here. Now, this talks about the source of fund is unsecured loans. This is one aspect that has been spoken about. Also talks about entities appear to be a vehicle for conversion of cash into checks using Benami transactions. How do you explain the fact that a company that is sold for 3.75 lakhs, now this is as per this remand note, actually has sold land worth 4.75 crores? And these are companies linked to Mr. Deshmukh. There are several such other charges. Can you explain this one charge at least?
Right now, take this, throw it in the Raddi, because on Times Now, ED said, my friend Karti Chidambaram had a tennis court somewhere, at a nightclub somewhere, nothing's come out. Then they came and said, somebody else has something. ED just makes up all this paper. Nothing comes out of it. Nothing's going to move ahead of it. The question is, the man who made the allegations, Paramveer Singh, is being protected by the BJP. He went to Haryana BJP real estate and he disappeared. If he had anything against Anil Deshmukh that was substantial, except for this rubbish paper that ED's put out, Anil Deshmukh, they should have produced it. But listen, they called me the accused. I went before the ED. The ED's put me in jail for saying I'm not cooperating, which is my fundamental right. Fair enough. I will face trial. Nothing will come out of it. Where is Karti Chidambaram's tennis court? Where are all the millions of allegations that the ED's made?
Okay.
One case.
Let's bring in Praful Ketkar on that. Praful Ketkar, respond to that. ED makes these charges and then it is not able to prove them in a court of law. That is a statement coming in from Tehseen Poonawalla, and he says that this 13-page remand note should not be taken at its face value. There are several other charges, but this is I guess going to be the argument of Tehseen Poonawalla throughout. So I want you to respond to him. Praful Ketkar.
Thank you. I completely accept Tehseen Poonawalla's statement. It is rubbish. It is raddi. You have to throw in trash. Why was Mr. Anil Deshmukh absconding? Forget about Paramveer Singh. It is one state where the former Home Minister, his one-time paid police officer, top cop, then one rural development minister called Hassan Mushrif, then there is one Shiv Sena minister, Pratap Sarnaik, absconding. You know, what kind of government? I don't understand. If you are so sure about the trash,
who said they are absconding?
I'll answer that.
It means it is not just about ED. You don't even trust. Why, if there was no substance in any of the allegations made by ED, then why did the judiciary give the remand? It means you don't trust the judicial process also.
I'll answer that.
There
I'll
are
answer that.
substantial allegations. You are for saving the drug cartel and the things working behind money in the name of secularism, and that has been the culture. And in Madhya Pradesh also we have seen that the similar kind of tapes coming, the similar kind of money was talked about when Kamal Nath was there. So this has been Congress culture, and that's why perhaps Congress is facing so much of, every day and night Mr. Rahul Gandhi tried to make it fake allegations about the so-called corruption. Why doesn't he come out and take a charge of his own party and come clear on all these allegations that nothing is such happened? And unless the people are clear from the judiciary on all such allegations, we will not entertain them in any post in the party. Why Mr. Rahul Gandhi is so conscientious and clean?
Okay.
Why doesn't he?
Okay. Respond to that, Tehseen Poonawalla. It's surely a highly unusual spectacle if three ministers are missing, as Mr. Praful Ketkar is alleging at this point of time. Why don't you respond to that?
No, that's not true. Three ministers are not missing. First of all, Anil Deshmukh is in custody, so he's not missing. Please allow me to respond. No, I request.
No. You are making wrong statement.
This is not fair. It's my chance.
No, there is no missing.
Please allow me.
You are wrong
Okay,
statement.
where are these three ministers? Tehseen, not missing. Where are these three ministers, Tehseen?
Please allow me to speak.
Where are these three ministers, Tehseen?
I'm answering, but if you have to, you have to allow me.
Okay, tell us, where are these three ministers, since you believe they're not missing?
One second. First of all, Anil Bhai is not missing. He's in custody. What did Anil Bhai do? He went to appropriate legal forums. He lost there. He got arrested. He submitted himself to the majesty of the law. He's arrested. What happened subsequently? The ED's cases, he's not cooperating, which is a fundamental right under Article 20, subsection 3 of the Constitution of India not to contest. The court has given him a police custody. He will eventually get bail. We heard all these arguments in Chidambaram, etc. They have produced nothing. But let me come to the main question that Praful Bhai asked, which is very important. Why is Rahul Gandhi not acting? From Ashok Chavan to Anil Deshmukh, anyone to Ashwini Kumar, who as law minister did something legal, checking the affidavit that had to be produced in court, when allegations were made, some made by Times Now, immediately stepped down. Why did Teni not resign? Why did Amit Shah, who was accused, continue to be BJP president after he continued to be accused? And the judge who cleared him finally, after that judge coincidentally went on to become the governor of Kerala. But no, I'm not making any accusations. I'm just saying this. The fact of the matter is the Congress, the UPA, the MVS followed morality. There is no charges on Anil Deshmukh. The only person who...
No, but then, the larger question is, sir, when your own party's leaders come out and allege this in the public domain, there is a very serious problem here. There is a very serious problem from Punjab to Karnataka, and it is no BJP leader saying it. The problem is when Congress's own leaders come out and say that in the public domain. And that is why we are discussing this on national television. Certainly, it has not been the case in any other political party, to the best of my knowledge, that such allegations even come out in the public domain.
That's not true. In Karnataka, and you have the tapes, please ask the research team to play. Yadurappa ji on the floor of the house is saying, bribes of 24-25 crore rupees I'm ready to give. On the floor of the house. And the Congress MLA who defected to BJP said, they offered me money, I defected, but I didn't take money, I wanted a ministership.
Okay, Aarti Sathe, the BJP is no better than the Congress party. That's Tehseen's allegation. Please respond to that.
No, I've stepped down.
One second, sir. Tehseen, you've spoken a lot now. The other spokespersons have not yet spoken. Give them a chance. Aarti Sathe.
Okay. I think if he's done, then we can get a chance to step in, because there seems to be a high moral ground being taken that we can do no wrong and only others can do wrong. But let me tell you this, that look at the complete contradiction in the statement. That earlier he said that Mr. Ashok Chavan, etc., Mr. Deshmukh has really come to the ED now because now he's submitted to the majesty of law, etc., etc. But throughout the entire proceedings, Mr. Anil Deshmukh has evaded so many ED notices. He has been so evasive, he was not available, he was absconding, and it was only when the High Court, Supreme Court really had to show him the door that he was forced to come before the ED. After an extremely long grilling session before the Enforcement Directorate, has he really come around and said something? I don't even know whether he has said something. And finally, what are the charges? The charges are of a serious nature, a nature such where the provisions of the PMLA Act are being pressed, where the CBI has lodged an FIR, where the ED is taking action. It is really for all those shell companies which have been floated in the name of his wife and his son, and there is a huge nexus of that whole 100 crores which has been trying to be taken, a huge racket, an extortion racket which is being which the ED is really trying to expose. So by saying that BJP is no different from the Congress is known for corruption for years together. The reason why they were voted out of power and we had the resounding majority in 2014 and even thereafter was on the back of corruption of Congress for years together, because of which we have landed where we have. So it's not new for Congress to be like that. And today now they are hand in gloves with various three parties which form the Mahavasuli Aghadi in Maharashtra. And Maharashtra has been drawn to an abysmal state because of this highly corrupt activity.
Okay, I want to bring in Chandrasekhar Jha on that note. He's the Vice President of the Shiv Sena West Bengal. Chandrasekhar Jha, simple question. I'm just going to read out 2 lines. In the backdrop of BJP alleging corruption, this is what the remand note says. It says that analysis of the balance sheet and bank account statement indicate that some of these entries have no actual business. They're only being used for rotation of funds, probably to create a layer for rotation of funds. Further going on to talk about bar owners and how Mr. Waze is involved. That's the allegation over here. It also refers to 4.70 crore being collected from various orchestra bar owners for smooth functioning of bars, also referring to a 100 crore allegation. In the backdrop of that, in the backdrop of the fact that 5 times at least summons was skipped by Mr. Deshmukh, and the allegation of Praful Ketkar that ministers are not available, that they are apparently missing or absconding, this certainly raises some serious questions as to if they are in the right, why are they not submitting themselves before the law?
See, the first thing is that Mr. Anil Deshmukh categorically moved before High Court and Supreme Court with regard to the notices served upon him from the Enforcement Directorate. Second thing, that within a period of 3 days, what the Enforcement Directorate got evidence is a very amusing fact which has to come before the public as well as before the court. So in that circumstances, there are many questions which arises upon the investigation procedure also. Now the thing is that since CBI got failed to do any case upon him or to take him into custody, the ED being used, and then after income tax is being used. This is a regular process which the BJP government, the central government
this
has
whole thing
now
of
taken
somebody being
into
used
his
is such a
Yes.
kind of what do you mean
No.
That means
No,
nobody has
it is
done
being
anything.
used because
Nobody has done
we
anything. What is
opposition,
this used? Constantly, this one is
we-
used,
we-
that is
we
being
opposition
used. How
has-
can it
we
be used?
opposition has
Means,
raised-
are you saying
we
that
opposition-
everybody
No,
has
no, no, no.
absolutely
We
no role to
opposition-
play?
Yes. You people are using it.
When the same
You
ED
people
or the
are using
CBI or
it.
some
Let
other
me be
investigating
clear on it.
authority investigate others, they are right. And this is saying using
See, CBI
it.
gets failed.
What is
you
this,
use
yeah?
ED,
They have
then
absolutely no
income tax,
faith in
then
the
NIA,
system left.
Then all these things. Yes.
Why would we?
That is the
Why would
classification
these
of
are the acts which
Krishna.
have to be invoked for black money, and we want to
in
root
any
out
way-
black money?
and in any
How would
way-
we root out black money if we don't
in
invoke the
any
powers
way,
under
you
the
people
Act
are
and the
trying
ED and the
to
CBI don't step in?
People are trying to just arraign people. No evidence against anyone. No
So what about
evidence
all these
against
companies
anyone.
that have been mentioned?
People
There are
are just
about
trying
20
to arraign,
companies that have been
frame
mentioned to the
them
best of
and
my
put them
knowledge.
behind
They say
bars
that they've
to
gone
keep
through the
Absolutely.
accounts.
What about
Let me
the
bring
shell
it. Let me bring
companies?
it. Okay, let
The
me get the lawyer
attachment
on the
has
panel.
taken place.
Sanjay Hegde is with us. Sanjay Hegde,
That-
one second. Mr. Chandrasekhar Jha and Aarti Sati, let me bring in Sanjay Hegde. Sanjay Hegde, now the ED in these dozen odd pages that have been given over here, it refers to several companies. It says that it has scrutinized several accounts, and it says that there are several transactions that appear to be dubious, at least that's the allegation over here, that have in fact been undertaken by Mr. Deshmukh and his close kin. Now in that light, can we just rubbish these charges at face value, as some of the spokespersons on this panel have been doing? Sanjay Hegde. Sanjay, I'm not able to get your audio clearly. We'll just try and rectify that. I apologize for that line. I will get back to you on that. Let me bring in Praful Ketkar on that note. Praful Ketkar, we are at the moment, given the fact that both Tehseen Poonawalla and Chandrasekhar Jha say that we should not depend on these charges at all. But the fact is that if you've read this remand note, there are certain companies that the ED says it has investigated, and it claims that it has found some kind of evidence as far as Mr. Deshmukh is concerned.
That's what I exactly asked. But I think we are, allowing Tehseen and both Chandrasekhar Jha to get rid of the fundamental question. If the government is so clear and the alliance is so sacred, then what about allegations on Bhavna Gowli? What about allegations on Pratap Sarnaik? What about ADG Rashmi Shukla making allegations about the transfer scam? Everything is rubbish. Everything is trash. And only one sacrosanct person and the family that is running the party and known for the Vasuli culture from at least Madhya Pradesh tapes made those kind of remarks where they have to send the money. Only Congress is the non-corrupt party, isn't it? Right. This is very strange because Hassan Mashrif, the state rural development minister, is also accused of money laundering scam worth around 140 crores. And no Congress senior leader is ready to take anything. I'm not talking about just Anil Deshmukh. So the point here is there is something serious that is happening in the name of this so-called secular and Mahavikas kind of alliance. It is not just the Vasuli culture, the way the old drug cartels are coming up and revealing, and the way people are coming to cover them.
Let's stick to the subject at hand. Praful Ketkar, let me bring in Sanjay Hegde on the charges that we have just made. Sanjay Hegde, can it be the case that all of these individuals are absolutely clean? There are charges not against one but against multiple individuals who are ministers in this government, says Praful Ketkar. There's no smoke without fire. Your response to that?
Well, as a lawyer, let me tell you that there have been allegations against a lot of people on all sides. The Reddy brothers in Karnataka, who are with the BJP and as ministers now, well, they had a lot of allegations against them. You heard what Mr. Yediyurappa said with regard to some other payments that he supposedly made to the High Command. Each state across the political line, let me put it this way, that politicians from both sides come to us lawyers, they end up having to use the best of lawyers. I do think that they are part of some Deen Dayal Upadhyaya Vakil Rozgar Yojana on both sides of the earth. This side may say Deen Dayal Upadhyaya, the other side may say some Gandhi or the other. At the core of the system is administrative rot where nothing moves unless certain people have an interest. Whoever is in charge of that project or that particular department has an interest. Thereafter, when they go out of power, the next lot comes and shows them up saying, okay, look, you did this, you did this, then you did this. Right now, there is also this entire culture of investigating agencies putting up huge initial accusations, leaking stuff to the media, having trial by media, and then really forgetting to bring investigations to a successful conclusion by a successful prosecution, which ends up in a conviction and imposition of sentence. That I don't think the investigating agencies any more care for. Yes, we are going to have more and more allegations, and you've seen on your panel, one side says this one, the other side says, don't you remember that? I don't think on either side there are any innocent lambs. Right. They're all black sheep.
Right. Okay. There are no innocent lambs on any side, says Sanjay Hegde. Aarti Sathe, I will ask one question though. One question I think the government has to answer, and that the BJP too has to answer. We were hearing so much about corruption relating to Mr. Robert Vadra. We were hearing so much of corruption relating to the 2G scam. Both these landmark cases or these allegations completely fell flat. 7 years that the government has been in power here at the center, and at least on these two counts of corruption, we have not seen the cases reach their logical conclusion. How do you explain that, Aarti?
Well, I've always said that whatever the due process of law which has to be there has to be followed for all the cases. And if investigating agencies are working in a manner in which they feel that certain information has to be unearthed, and ultimately if in the court of law that evidence or that information really doesn't stand the test of time or doesn't really stand to value, then I wouldn't say it's a failure, or I wouldn't say that it's not reached its logical conclusion or anything of that sort. All that I would say is that due process of law has been followed in most cases, and if after due process of law nothing has come out of it, then maybe those allegations don't stand. But that doesn't mean that where the investigating bodies feel that something is going wrong, or where there is a linkage of black money, or where there is a chance of corruption, the government will not go behind it. Just because certain things have not reached a logical conclusion does not mean that every other case has to meet the same fate, and the investigation agencies do not do anything about
I want Sanjay to
and
answer that.
every
Sanjay
time
Hegde,
it cannot be blamed.
Sanjay
or
Hegde,
said
just because the prosecution does not win a case does not mean that there is no merit in that case, or it should not be pursued in a court of law. Your response, Sanjay.
See, one or two cases, yes, but if it is a consistent pattern, you went after even somebody like Mr. Chidambaram. After that, what has happened? There is no interest in pursuing any set of those allegations. Or you did mention Vadra, 2G ended in an acquittal. Whole scam has ended in so many acquittals. The point is not whether the matters end up in an acquittal or not. The point is, did you do an honest investigation? Was that investigation done with a purpose to bring forth the entire force of the law upon the accused? Or did you just say that okay, one side wants the other side to be in trouble? Let's fly away whatever story that runs.
Okay.
We will make up a case as we go along, and then forget about the trial at the end of it. Most of these trials, most of these allegations have remained in the realm of allegations simply because nobody wants to do the hard grunt work.
Okay.
Investigating agencies feel satisfied with just taking people into custody, besmirching their name, going all over town on it, and then coming up with a zero at the end of it.
Right.
So there is now a huge credibility issue on investigating agencies.
Let me get in Praful on that. Praful, investigating agencies are probably not doing their job. That's what Sanjay Hegde is, referring to. He's saying that they are more like roving and fishing expeditions where they go with a predetermined purpose, and, they don't actually end up looking at it from the legal perspective, from the investigative perspective that they should be looking at.
Although I agree, as far as political establishment is concerned, and we have seen that, even in earlier commissions and reports where people have come up with suggested various reforms to make especially the political field more clean. From 1980s, at least, there has been a consistent debate, and we have seen many political parties going to and forth. But here in this particular case, and with special reference to government of Maharashtra, here it is not just the ED that is making charges. There are PILs pending against Mr. Anil Deshmukh. There is somebody from police machinery making allegations as far as the transfer scam is concerned. So there are multiple allegations. So it is not just from the government side that the allegations are being made. I agree with Advocate Sanjay Hegde that we need a more robust and transparent process as far as the investigation is concerned, so that the things lead to logical conclusion.
Right.
But for that we need to build a political consensus, and when it comes to the parliament and making laws of debarring people who are facing allegations or maybe convictions, then suddenly we see people, political parties, coming together and halting this process. So we need this debate to take in the larger perspective. But as far as Maharashtra government and the allegations in Maharashtra are concerned, there are serious problems in this alliance, and we need to recognize.
All right, before we're almost out of time on this debate, but Tehseen Poonawalla, I must ask you a simple question. It's one thing to say that agencies are being misused. In this case, it is leaders of the Congress party who are complaining. The person who has put out the tape is a Panchayat secretary of the Congress party. It's not an opposition leader or a police official or any central agency saying that. It's coming in from within the Congress party itself, much as it had in the case of Karnataka. So is this not an opportunity for the party to also introspect about the vasuli or the cut money or the commission culture that's out there in the open?
It's trash.
There's
Both are not verified.
Can I speak now? There is nothing for the Congress to introspect. It's the best party in this country. You just have 2 quick points to me.
No. 1 second. On this particular tape, you evaded the point quite long. I am asking a specific question on this. If he has written a letter to Mr. Rahul Gandhi, will Mr. Gandhi now take action?
Look, I'm here on the Anil Deshmukh and Maharashtra debate. Please allow me to speak.
No, but you don't decide the agenda. We have put out the story since Tehseen Poonawalla. You've not been updated. That's your problem. I am asking you a specific question. I am asking you a specific question as a member of the Congress party or someone who speaks at least on behalf of the Congress party, that there is a direct charge of corruption against a member of parliament. What action will the party's top leadership do? Will they ignore it? Will they take action? Will they not take action? Simple question.
They have always taken action, unlike Mr. Modi and Amit Shah. Please, I need to make 2 very important points which you also misled on. Everyone stepped down in Congress. Please don't interrupt.
Tehseen, you can't just make a rhetorical statement like that and get away with it. There is a specific point that I'm particularly asking you to respond on Punjab.
Yes, if you
there is a problem in relation to Telangana. Allegations have been made there. Karnataka allegations have been made. Let's not try and brush this under the carpet.
Please allow me to talk. Now, all these allegations that have come out on your show, number one, the Congress has always asked people to step down. Nothing come out of it. Whether it was 2G, whether it was Ashok Chavan, whether it was Kalmadi, everything, nothing come out. Everyone's got a clean check. Now, number 2, on this show, Mr. Prafulla Ketkar said that Hassan Musharraf is missing. He said this on this show. Right now, Times of India carries this statement. He's given a statement to Times now 30 minutes ago on the elections happening in Maharashtra. So nobody is missing. Now, the third point and where I want to end. On your show, Mr. Ketkar says that Rashmi Shukla has evidence of wrongdoing in NDA. She's a sitting IPS officer. If she has evidence, she should file a FIR. What's stopping her? This is what I'm saying. This rumor mongering. And on rumor mongering, Congress people have stepped down.
Quick 30 seconds to Praful to respond. You've taken Praful's name. I'm going to give him 30 seconds to respond. We are almost out of time. Praful, quick response, please.
No, the point I made is Rashmi Shukla had made allegations about the transfer scam. 2, as far as Bhavna Gowli or Hassan Mushrif or Pratap Sarnaik, what kind of culture is this? Why you are evading laws? If the ministers are evading the laws and the investigation agencies, then is a serious concern about the entire. That is the point I made.
All right. We'll have to leave it there on that note. I'd like to thank all of you, Aarti Sate, Praful Ketkar, Tehseen Poonawalla, Sanjay Hegde, as well as Chandrasekhar Jha. We'll, of course, have to see what transpires as far as this high-profile case, perhaps for the first time that a Home Minister is facing such serious charges of corruption, at least in the state of Maharashtra. We'll have to leave it there for the moment.